This is a great video featuring Tim Younghans of Mama Napoli Pizza in Las Vegas. Tim is both a professional sound man for Cirque Du Soliel as well as a professional pizza maker. He has a mobile pizza operation in Las Vegas which makes incredible pie. In this video, Tim explains why mixing sound is like making pizza.
Albert Grande here from Pizza Therapy, legendsofpizza.com/blog. I'm talking to Tim Younghans from Mama Napoli Pizza in Las Vegas. Tim is a pizza man, but he's also a sound man, and he works for Cirque Du Soliel. And we're having an interesting conversation about why mixing sound is like making pizza. So tell me a little bit about that.
All right, so here's the thing. Like, I've always felt, or at least for a long while, like I have a lot of friends who are obviously sound guys. And if you don't know a lot about sound, essentially picture a band with a lot of different instruments, and you have coming into your soundboard the ability to blend all of those instruments. And within each instrument, you also have the ability to equalize or to change the sound of each instrument, right? Lots of highs or lows or mids or different frequencies. So like for a long time, I've noticed that a lot of my friends who are great mixers, right? They're able to create this balance of music that you just don't, you don't get everywhere. Certain guys are just really good at it. They also happen to be great home cooks. Like some of the best food I've had has been made by these guys. One of my closest friends can create food that you just like, why don't you have a restaurant? It's incredible. And he's also an incredible and highly successful mixing engineer. And so now I'm to the point where if I meet great sound guys, I'll ask them, well, do you also like to cook? And almost all the time they go, well, yeah, actually I do like to cook. And here's the thing, it comes down to balance. And I think that's the most important thing in pizza making is balance. And I learned this in the very first pizzeria I ever worked at. Randy told me, I said, Randy, why don't I put extra pepperoni on this? Or why don't you like it when the customer orders extra this or that? And he told me, he's like, because it changes the balance of the pizza and it doesn't taste right. It doesn't taste the way it's meant to be tasted. Now all of a sudden, all you taste is pepperoni. You don't taste the sauce or the cheese or the bread. So that really stuck with me. And it also continued on. So like one of my mentors is John Arena, most generous man on the planet. He's taught me so much. And I've made pizzas many times with John in my pizza trailer, and John will make a pizza and I'll make a pizza. Maybe it's a margarita, it's the same pizza, but same ingredients. His tastes incredible, and I'm like, how do you do that? It's balance. It's knowing the order of how you put things on. It's the amount of every ingredient is just right. And of course the love that he puts into it. And it's the same thing with music. So like I like to equate, when you're looking at equalization of an instrument, maybe like high frequency is like adding a little bit of salt, right? Low frequency might be adding a little bit of extra olive oil or a little bit of extra fat, right? So you balance out each ingredient, like maybe in the sauce, right? The salt versus the fat content could be similar to the high frequency on a bass guitar, right? Maybe you want to hear the attack a little bit more, or you want to hear the low end a little bit more. And then when you combine that with the drums and the guitar and the keyboard and the vocal, right? They all have to be balanced. If you hear too much of one versus the other, it's not a good mix. And it's the same thing with a pizza. If you have too much of one thing versus another, it doesn't taste right. It's not a good mix. Everything needs to be balanced and in harmony with each other. So I really feel like it's the same thing. And so if you're a sound guy out there listening to this, maybe try making food if you haven't, but chances are you already do, from my experience. And if you're a pizza guy, maybe sound's a good business for you too. I don't know. It's something to try. It's just something I've come across that I really believe in. And yeah, it's cool.
That's a great analogy, Tim.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks for taking a couple of minutes to talk to me. And how can people find you in Las Vegas?
You can find us. Usually we're at Teanya Creek Brewery on Friday nights. You can find us at mamanapolipizza.com. And you can also find us on Facebook at the same, Mama Napoli Pizza.
Okay, thank you so much, Tim.
You got it.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Thank you.
You can visit Tim and sample his incredible pizza at Mama Napoli Pizza in Las Vegas. I'll put a link to his website as well as his Facebook page below this video. And while you're here, show a little pizza love and subscribe to the Pizza Therapy channel. Pizza on Earth, goodwill to all.